Hello, my dear children. Hope all are fine. Today we start our first chapter in chemistry in class 9, that is matter in our surroundings. In this chapter we have to learn what is matter. Once you learn this concept, the entire chapter will be easy for you. Let's start. All of you imagine any 5 things that we see in our surroundings. Any 5 things that we see in our surroundings. Okay. The things which you have imagined is of different size, shape, texture, etc. Right? The things which we see in our surroundings is not of same size, same shape, etc. That is, everything in the world is made up of different materials. Everything in the world or the universe is made up of materials. The air we breathe, the food we eat, stars, stones, plants, animals, particle of sand. All these are made up of materials. Scientists have named these materials as matter. So, matter means materials. So, it's just a scientific term for materials, that is matter. Matter means materials. Matter occupies space and it has mass. Mass indicates weight. It is the weight of the material. Since early times, human beings have been trying to understand their surroundings. Early Indian philosophers classified matter or material in the form of 5 basic elements, and they called it as Panchatattva, which includes air, earth, fire, sky and water. According to them, every living or non-living thing was made up of these 5 basic elements. So it was a philosophical concept. But now we give importance for scientific approaches more than that of these philosophical thoughts. Scientific approaches, mainly they have different proofs or evidences for a particular thing. Modern day scientists have evolved 2 types of classification of matter based on their physical properties and chemical nature. In this chapter, you have to learn only the physical properties of matter. Physical nature of matter. It's of 2 types. Matter is made up of particles and particles of matter are small. First one, matter is made up of particles. So we know that matter means materials. So materials made up of particles. We know that materials, when you think about any material, you can imagine the size, shape, everything, right? But you just think about the smallest part which is used to make that particular material. I'll give you another example. Think about chalk. Chalk, you can say it's a material which we use. Think about chalk powder. That is too small comparing with chalk. Imagine a chalk powder, its size, shape. It is too small, right? I will explain you with another activity. Here you can see we have taken a beaker which contains water. In that, salt is added. When salt dissolves in water, salt particles get into the spaces between water particles. But in our case, we see these things as a wall. Exactly what happens is, These salt particles easily get into the spaces between the particles of water. That is what happens there. And generally we call it as it dissolves in water. Okay. Next is particles of matter are small. Here we have taken 2-3 crystals of potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate is purple in color. This potassium permanganate, you can see in this 100 ml of water we mixed potassium permanganate. From there 10 ml we have taken and tried to dissolve it in another water, a beaker which contains water. Here you can see the color change. You can notice the color change up to here. See, when we have taken this particular potassium permanganate solution from each beaker, the color fades. That means first what we mixed, we didn't get in the last part. That is a very small amount we have taken and tried to dissolve it in 100 ml of water each. So the color has changed. So a large volume of water we have taken and you can see the tiny particles of each crystal dissolves in it and the color fades. Even you can see in a bucket of water we use very less amount of Dettol or phenyl for cleaning purposes. There we can easily dilute them by adding more water in it. So this activity indicates the particles of matter are very small. Very small in the sense we cannot see that. At the same time we cannot imagine the size of the particles. That is beyond our imagination. That is too small. But that smallest particle is very, very important for the preparation of a material. That is what we have to learn in this part. So we know matter means materials. Particles are the smallest things which is used for the preparation of a material. That is too small, which is beyond our imagination. Next is characteristics of particles of matter. Characteristics means features of particles of matter. Only 3 characteristics are there to study. That is easy. Particles of matter have space between them.
Particles of matter are continuously moving. Particles of matter attract each other. These are the 3 characteristics of particles of matter. Characteristics means specialities or features of particles of matter. Particles, as we know, that is the smallest part of a material, which is very important for the material or matter. First one is particles of matter have space between them, which we already discussed in the first activity. When salt dissolves in water, salt particles get into the spaces between water particles. That means it occupies the space between water particles, showing that particles of matter have space between them. It occupies the spaces between water particles. This is what which shows that having space between them. Next is particles of matter are continuously moving. As we know, different gases are present around us, but we cannot see that. Like that, these particles are also moving in the air. It moves from one place to another. For example, when your friend uses perfume, you easily get the smell. When he or she enters the class, you get the smell. When the temperature increases, the movement of particles becomes faster. Here you can see incense stick. When you light the incense stick, you get the smell faster than once you kept it aside. So incense stick, in that when the temperature increases or rises, the movement of particles becomes faster because of the increase in kinetic energy. The particles move faster when the temperature rises. Next is particles of matter attract each other. Here you can see in our daily life we are using different substances or materials, and the way they are arranged, the force of attraction between the particles are entirely different. For example, when you take an iron nail, when you compare the iron nail with a chalk piece, the two are entirely different. Their size, shape, not only that, their force of attraction also different. That means to break an iron nail, we have to apply more force. So, comparing with a chalk powder or chalk, that is different. The force of attraction between the particles are different. Particles of matter attract each other. This is what we are learning in this part. I hope you understand. Thank you.